like that. Yep. So, thank you for tuning in. Nobody's there. But I will start. Today we are gonna check out the Sooway SW203 printer. This was provided by Sooway themselves, and I just wanted to check out the printer, build it, and start off the first test print. There was a manual in the kit, or in the parts. It's pretty short. I don't know if you can see it actually. Maybe like that. I'm gonna try to show it to you. It is most likely pretty simple. You have to put in the z-axis into the base, screw them in, and yeah, what's then tighten it up, and that's basically everything. I hope there are some pre-sliced files on the SD card. Otherwise, I will need to improvise about the files to print. But let's check what's inside the box. I already opened it just to see if everything is inside. First thing I already noticed is that this is not a European plug. I think this is UK or USA, I don't know. But as I have a lot of printers, I have a spare cable right here with the corresponding plug, and I will check that out. So we can get rid of this, place it in a good spot right here and forget about it. And then we will just check out what's inside the box. We have the power source. It says it's for 110 and 220 volts, and 220 should be set up correctly. And it has 24 volt with 15 amps. That's pretty beefy. Just checking if this is correct. Yeah. Should be all right. I don't want any blue smoke. If you have any issues with the quality of the stream, please let me know. I hope this time it will be way better. Oops. Okay. This apparently looks like the filament holder. Pretty interesting. I think there are some parts missing. I hope you can see it. Here, this one is printed. Then you have like these standard 803 or 23 ZZ bearings. I don't know if that's the correct number. And then you have like these things you can insert so they can rotate. And on the other side, they are basically missing. Yeah, so probably they're still gonna rotate, but this is not perfect. We'll have to print a new set. Maybe they are on the SD card. Okay, I'm gonna put it upside and that's some good packaging right here. And more packaging. And this is the first axis as it looks. I think I have to stand up. Pull it out. Ooh, it's already connected, so you cannot just pull it out. You have to pull out everything. But with only 2 hands, this might be an issue. Ah. I hope that's gonna work for now. That's already everything, so we can drop the box. Whew. Don't kill my swords right here. Okay. So that's a magnetic build plate. The build volume is 180 times 180 times 180 in every direction. It's interesting that the magnetic build plate is not super strong, like on the Prusa, for example. Okay, let's get the instruction and see how that works. I'm gonna give you a little close-up right here. So it's interesting, there's a linear rail where the bed is sliding on. Seems like the stream was down shortly. I still didn't fix my issues, I think, for live streaming. Sorry for that. I brought it a little bit closer in here, and you can see there's a big nut and there's a small nut, and that's the only nut. But there are spare nuts, I guess, for the side. But they seem like they are a little bit too small. Oh, I think I have to put this aside somehow. That should be good. Interesting how my test 1, 2, 3 is still there. Printer has a really good form factor, I think. Okay, I need a bigger one to loosen this nut. Yep. Now I should be able to slide it in. Yep. Okay. The nut. Okay, the nut dropped out. Interesting enough. Sorry, you cannot see this. There's only minimal space right here. Let's tighten those first. They are working. The other nut is a little bit too big in my opinion, and somehow it's not tightening itself. It's interesting. A pretty small Allen key, and I cannot really get in there. Maybe it's this one? No. Now it worked. That looks good. I cannot get the Allen key out of the nut head. What? Why? Check this out. There's the Allen key, and it's basically just, it pressed itself into the nut head. Guten Abend. I can turn the screw, and I cannot get out the Allen key. What? Ja, ist irgendwie so Richtung Cetus 3D, nur in anders. Äh, so it seems like the screw is bonded forever. Okay. Might be a smaller tolerance issue. Okay, I will have to unscrew the other side again because the nut is now inside the U profile. Hmm. Ja, glaube ich auch. That's pretty challenging. Let's try again and don't apply so much force. I will also only pre-tighten all these bolts, and first I will screw in the bigger screws from the bottom. I think my stream quality already went down again. Happened again. Ja. Ja, das ist der, glaube ich, der 300 oder so, oder? Aber auf jeden Fall, der war auf Amazon UK und dann habe ich ihn plötzlich nicht mehr gefunden. Gibt es aber auf Amazon.com zu kaufen für 190 $, glaube ich. Sobald ich den Imbus festdrehe, kann ich den nicht mehr rausziehen. Das ist unglaublich. Ja, nicht. Ist super. Das ist ein Kugelkopf. Ich nehme jetzt mal die andere Seite ohne Kugelkopf. Ich habe leider meine eigenen nicht da. Ich hatte, glaube ich, irgendwo hatte ich noch. Wow. Das geht nicht. Einen Moment. Irgendwo hatte ich welche. Ich weiß nicht, ob das überhaupt noch reingeht. Ich probiere jetzt mal welche ohne Kugelkopf. Ich glaube, dass die Imbusschlüssel auch nicht besonders genau sind. Den hier, den ich habe, ich weiß gar nicht, woher der ist. Der geht ganz easy rein. Das scheint zu funktionieren. Sonst sieht man ja gar nichts, ne? Ist auch eine blöde Stelle hier. So, jetzt bevor ich ganz fest mache, das habe ich. Die gibt's gar nicht. Oh. So, as indicated in the picture, you should pull it in, then pull in the screws, and then tighten those screws. So I just pre-tighten them a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna put in the main screws. I just don't want to break this printer. Okay, these are the screws. That's some good manual work. Okay, I have the same issue. I think that's a combination of the screws and the Allen key. It doesn't really fit. And I'm pretty curious where the power unit should go. I think there is no mount for it. Yeah. Let's try that way and use the PSU. Nozzle X. Wofür? Was willst du damit drucken? Okay, ich glaube, die sind fest. I think they're tightened. Should also be plain to this acrylic surface. And let's do a final tightening. Here and there. That's too small. Okay. Ich weiß nicht, ob Glow in the Dark Filament wirklich so abrasiv ist. Also ich habe schon viel Glow in the Dark gedruckt und muss ganz ehrlich sagen, nichts bemerkt. Gab es auch ein interessantes Video von CNC Kitchen, der den Nozzleware angeschaut hat und auch Glow in the Dark Filament gedruckt hat und eigentlich, glaube ich, nichts feststellen konnte. Okay. Screw from the bottom tightened, side tightened. That's it. Okay. Apparently the assembly instruction is missing some points because this motor right here, C motor, is not plugged in. Let's see in which direction. I think that way. The plug can only be plugged in one direction. Ja, das ist auch 24 Volt. 24 Volt, 15 Ampere. Das ist ja auch der mit dem Heizbett. Also ich glaube, der originale SW200, der hat kein beheiztes Bett und der hat eins. Und wahrscheinlich haben sie temporär das hier. Was natürlich jetzt, naja, nicht so optimal ist. Weil das einfach, wenn es einfach so rumhängt, naja, ich weiß nicht. Okay. It's very interesting, the filament sample I got with the printer, I think somehow got crashed. I don't know. These are only some small bits. I think it just broke, but it's not really brittle. I'm gonna use my own filament because that won't really work. Okay, that's interesting. When the bed goes back, then it crashes into those cables. And the sound of the bed, I don't know if you can hear it. I think it's $190 on Amazon.com. You can find it there. This is the heat bed version, and it has a magnetic bed. I will do. I think that I don't have any zip ties left, because my work gear is not here. That's pretty bad. I will need to secure. I think you have to secure those cables somewhere. When the z-axis is going up and down, this will move up and down and will interfere with the bed, which looks not really safe. I'm gonna check every connection and check if everything is plugged in. It has a filament sensor and it, as claimed, has power off on off function, and okay, this is the Z leveling screw apparently. That's interesting. I'm gonna turn it around. Here is a little screw, and you can turn it up and down. So this bit, I guess, is for leveling. Here's the Z limit switch. There's a little mystery box with cables. There is an unplugged plug. Apparently this is for the X motor. Oh. Hello. Okay, that's plugged in. Taking this plug. I can't really see inside of the extruder. What is this? Okay, you have to see that. I'm gonna turn up the extruder, and I hope you can see that. Probably not, it's too small, but there is some kind of glue around the nozzle. I don't know what stuff that is, but it has a silicone socket, which is pretty interesting. Okay, let's do the following. Let's put it right here. It shouldn't really have wrong firmware. That's not a good thing. But I guess I'm not sure if Creality has good support actually. I don't know. This is my first printer from China basically. I only have Prusa's and self-built Hypercube. So this is pretty interesting for me. Let's get out the SD card. And I think we should boot that thing up and see what happens, basically. But there's a, for me, there's an issue because you need to tie down these strings here. They will interfere with the bed, which is moving back and forth. So let's just start and see what happens. We're gonna plug in the power unit, and I guess we are not hoping for any magic smoke. I think we need some kind of safe spot for this PSU here. I have a pretty long extension cable right here, and I'm gonna plug it in. I'm gonna recheck for 220 volts, and where is it? Okay, it's 220. We're gonna power up the PSU and see that, yeah, it's doing something. But the printer is not. Hmm. Ja, der Elegoo Mars ist richtig nice eigentlich. Den hätte ich mir auch gerne gekauft. This could be a pretty short stream. Does the machine have a additional power switch maybe? Something is running, yeah. I can hear the fan. It's pretty silent. I hear a small humming, but nothing else. It might be the connector, maybe. No, my multimeter is not here. I have all my stuff at work and I don't have a multimeter. I can see if any power is coming out. Yeah, power is coming out because I have a Phasenprüfer and at least there is something coming out. I'm not sure if it is enough. The connector is quite, yeah, how to say, loose. I'm not sure if it's like all the way in. Maybe the power is not coming through, but I don't want to push too hard. I think it might break then. Yeah, we can do that. I'm not an electric expert. We can check the fuse, but the fuse seems good. Interesting, I think this right here is only cut screwed into the plastic part. I thought about using the Mark III PSU, but I don't want to waste it, and it also doesn't have this connector type. There might also something be wrong on the mainboard or on the connector of the printer itself. By the way, it's super hot right here. I'm sweating. Yeah, I think this will be the next step. Because there was no magic smoke coming out of the printer, which could be a good sign. I will quickly show it to you because basically, honestly, I have no idea. It's interesting, one wire is a little bit broken and Yeah. It looks like it's connected, so far to my expert opinion. That's plus, minus, Ground, Nullleiter und Leiter. Where's the ground wire? This is ground. This is Leiter. This is bridged. Okay, this, yeah. In my opinion, it makes totally sense. So yeah, ground is connected right here. I'm not an electrician as said, but basically it seems okay to me. I could adjust the voltage, which I won't do at the moment. I think we have to take a look inside of the yeah, housing, if that is possible in any way. This would be much easier with some power tools. Interesting is the screw size. There's one small screw and one big screw, but I don't think that doesn't really matter. No, there were two, but they had no proper colors. There were three. Okay, seems as it probably matters at all. Does really matter. I couldn't screw it in, so ah, fuck. Hmm. Okay, let's see how we can disassemble the base plate maybe. Holy moly. I don't know if you can see that, but there are like 5,000 screws, 5,000 screws to screw that acrylic plate, aluminum plate, I don't know, together. And I don't think that if I unscrew that, I can just pull it off. I need to think. I think if I'm taking off this plate, the whole printer is disassembled, because this also does fix the aluminum extrusion. I'm looking for an easy way to just check this plate. I will first of all unscrew the Z-axis. Maybe I can look inside from the back side. That's a small disadvantage. But they did use some solid connectors, I would say. That's a beefy connector for a heat bed. That's a smaller one. What? Let's get stuck on it. Hi, John. So we are disassembling the printer again because it's not working, and we are checking why. Because I am curious. It could be that I'm mistreating the printer a little bit. I don't want to do, but I have to. Perfect. If the printer won't work, at least I will have time to finish my other video I am currently making and start designing some new stuff. But honestly, I did want the printer to work because it was small, it was cheap, it has power failure, filament sensor, touch screen, all the stuff you want. But if it doesn't work, then yeah, all these features are for nothing. Okay. Hmm. Maybe I know which screws I have to unscrew to loosen this plate. There goes the screw. Ugh. I think it should be the smaller ones. Let's do it. And I think I don't have to loosen all of them because the other ones are holding the main board. Hopefully I'm right. At least this is interesting. Learn stuff every day. Okay. That maybe already was everything. Or not. I don't want and I can't loosen the bed because the belts are like crimped together. That's really challenging. I need a flashlight. Do I have legs again? Ooh, nice. Nice. Yeah. Let's check that out. Well, this is the connector, and yeah, I mean it's part of the board. Looks good to me. I'm actually not sure if it was worth it to disassemble this printer. Hey. I'm pretty familiar with the how's it called? The ramps? This looks like, I don't know, MKS board. It looks proper, I guess. As said, I'm not an expert in this case, but this is the connector, and yeah, basically it already should work. I mean, we could plug in the power source again and just check if anything is happening. Any lights, dits and dots go on. After that, I would have to check if anything is plugged in the right correct position. But so far, wiring looks also quite good. What do you think? What do you think we should do now? If it's not working, then I will have to contact Sooway. Yeah, that's a good idea. I think I should reassemble this one and oh, that does work. Okay, so it's working, but something is wrong from the power unit to the printer. It's probably, as you said, it's the connector. So the fan is spinning, the LED is on, the display doesn't work, but that, yeah, could have different reasons. At least something is working. Sorry for the lag, by the way. I still haven't figured out why it's lagging so much. Sometimes I think it's my internet connection. It's really dropping. I have no solution at the moment. I need to install some LAN cables in my house. Which cable? This one? I think it's like 2 to 3 meters. Or do you mean from the power unit? Let's first of all fix this again. I don't have a power bank. Otherwise, I will have to get closer to the printer. I have a shorter one. But the main issue should be somewhere in the power unit or the cable or the connector. I think the printer should be working, but something is really wrong there. I mean, at least we have seen the printer from the inside, and so far it didn't look so shabby at all as I thought. Everything was proper managed. Besides the fact that it doesn't work on first boot up. It looks at least interesting. But that's all I can say at the moment. Hey, thanks for joining in. I hope you liked the knife. Okay, let's reconnect the axis. One more time. Now I know I am very proved in assembling this printer and disassembling this printer. If you need any assistance, I know. And the greatest takeaway is don't use the Allen keys which come with it. What I could do is I could check if I have any power source which is coming close to what is needed and has the right connector. I might likely also think that it's simply the wrong connector. Officially, yeah. I just don't want to kill it with my tries, with my noob electronic skills. I think the proper way would be to contact Sooway to ask what is wrong, if this is a known issue, and yeah, let's see what will come out basically. I will just, for the sake of any luck, plug it in again and see if anything will happen. So let's fix the last screw. By the way, did you ever notice that I am saying so very often? I notice it myself and it annoys me a lot. Okay, this screw is really a pain. Really a pain. No, I'm really. If you watch my videos, then you say I'm saying like so now and so. But at the moment, I'm cutting it out a lot in my video editing because it really bothers me. I notice it sometime, and since then I can't really hear it. Oh. I'm sweating for this one screw here. Why? Oh, finally. When I'm saying nothing at all, I'm very concentrated. At least I'm trying to be. Yeah, we have around 27 to 28 degrees, depending on daytime. In the night, we open all of the windows, and then it's dropping to like 24, 25-ish, which is feeling really cool. I think we had like, when there was this insane long streak of high temperature, we had like 29 degrees peak temperature here. Yeah, that's pretty hot. It's Germany is becoming a good place to sell ACs, I think. Maybe we shouldn't do anything with 3D printing, just do ACs from now on. Okay, so it's assembled again. I will do some research about this connected type. This, I think it's really, it's wrong. It's wrong. Maybe I'm just pushing it. I'm applying really much force and nothing is happening. At least the fan is really silent. That's also a good takeaway. Well, I forgot one screw, probably. I think it's this, it's that connector. It's the connector. Yeah. To me, it feels like the connector is not plugging in all the way. That's my feeling. If this is right, then it probably is the wrong connector. But I cannot confirm that because I don't have any other connectors, I think, at least laying around. Yeah, that's pretty unsatisfying. I really wanted to check out the printer. I mean, it was sent to me. I really was hoping that it will work and it will work good. This is, yeah, that's pretty unfortunate. There is a screw which I forgot. The next step will be to contact Sooway to ask if this is the right connector. Just to confirm it, yeah, you can switch on and off. You can switch from 110 to 220 volts, and as you can see, I hope as you can see, it is switched to 220. So to exclude that, at least any manual error or human error, I will contact Sooway, ask if this is a known issue, if this is the right connector. I will make a picture of the connector. I will Google the connector. I will see if I have any connector which probably is the right one, and see if it is better fitting. And if yes, probably it would be an easy task to just replace the connector from the PSU. But honestly, I wouldn't do that. I don't want to do it. The printer should be running out of the box and you shouldn't do any soldering or resoldering. So I think we are just gonna call it good. There's nothing more to see. We can look at the printer for 1 hour, but there won't be any print appearing on the printer. Yeah, it's sad, but I will have some free time to think. This will be the end of the... I appreciate your input. You really helped me a lot with the electronics, and I honestly have to say I personally have no idea about that stuff. So it feels good to have somebody who at least has the knowledge there. And yeah, I cannot give any recommendation of the printer at the moment. It doesn't work. So